Hey y'all, this is Natalie. So last night I made skirt steak, and this is probably the messiest my grill will ever get from cooking meat because not only was the skirt steak had one side had a little bit more fat on it than usual. I also had it marinated and with some Montreal steak seasoning on it. So you can see a lot of the little bits down in there. So I'll take these out and put them in a sink with hot water, scrub them down. This can go in the dishwasher. My baffle can go in the dishwasher, or I can just hand wash it. And then I will rub around the outside with a cotton cloth. And let's see how it looks. Alright, so first I'm just going to go over it with this brush, and a lot of this you can see it just deflects right off. That's because I already have a really good seasoning on these grates, so it makes them easier to clean. Not the baffle though. And there is nothing wrong with letting these soak for a little bit in the sink with some hot soapy water. It's not going to affect the seasoning. I'm not even using an abrasive, and I don't need one as far as I know. I'll look and see how much has come off. So this is all I'm going to clean my baffle right here. If you really want to work on some of these stains that have been in over time, you can use some Barkeeper's Friend possibly. But I am fine with this. Alright, so this is as much as I need to clean here. I mean, there are stains on the cast iron, but there are no grit, no protruding chunks of burnt on stuff. So that was really nothing. Seriously, I just scrubbed it down with a brush and that was it. But normally I wouldn't have to go all the way to the sink with these, depending on what I'm cooking. So. But the more you cook with it, the better the seasoning gets on the grates. Okay, with my frame here, I'm just going to take this, just a hot rag, wipe around the edge of it. You see some of that grease there, the oil. It's a little sticky, so that one I will have to work on. There. Let me go get something for that. Now, if you don't get this off, it will just get cooked into the metal. So this is steel wool, or I think it's called Scotch-Brite. So just going to lightly rub. You see that kind of lifts right off there. Make sure I get all of it. I mean, like I say, this will just get caked onto the frame, and I think that's kind of par for course with cast iron. It depends on what your level of comfort is. So, but you can see the steel wool doesn't do damage to the cast iron. It's just, I'm literally just lightly scraping the surface here. Alright. So that's all I'm going to do. Clean up around the edges, and I'm going to season everything. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is take some corn oil. That's what they recommend using in the Blue Star Manual. And I'm going to just lightly season my grates. This also helps clean any other stuff you may have missed, any charred stuff, and you will see it on your cloth. So I'm going to go over that really good, and then I'm going to wipe it off. I try to wipe the oil off as much as I can. I'll also hit my my base over here, get that, go over that with some seasoning, and that's it. So I just try to tap as much of it as I can while there's still a good amount of oil on there, and then I'll just rub it in after that. And cotton cloths, those are the best for this. I have detailing cloths and washcloths that I use just for my Blue Star. You know, when I first started using it, I had several scrubbers, and now I don't even need those anymore, just other than the steel wool to get that grease, the sticky grease off from the beef, and that came off, no issues at all. Okay, so whichever side you are grilling on, be sure to turn it over on the other side when you're cleaning, and you may find some sticky areas over here. If you don't get those sticky areas, clean them off, and they will be baked in like this. This is baked in, so that's part of the seasoning now. So, but this area feels sticky, so I want to try to scrub that with this. It's just basically dry steel wool, Scotch-Brite. That is literally all you have to do. Okay, so I finished this side. Now I'm going to season it, but just to show you, see this, how shiny that is? It's not sticky, it's part of the seasoning. So that will happen if you don't clean the other side and then cook with it again. It just gets baked right in. So just FYI, if you are a neat freak or have OCD issues, that might bother you. It does not bother me, because pretty soon, like another few years, the whole backside of this will look like that. It just depends on how much you cook with it. All right, so this is seasoned and ready to go back on the range. Also have my baffle, damn, ready to go back on the range too, and I'm done. So I guess if I didn't stop and film, this may have taken 20 minutes. It depends on how much time you want to spend. I didn't get this range, to sit at home and knit. I got this range so I could turn the gas up and go somewhere. So it depends on what you want to do with it.